गुरु परमदैवतम् गुरो परतरं नास्ति कृपालु गुरवे नमः। सत्प्रेम सिंधु मकरंद रसौघ धारा सारानजस्रमवितस्रवदा श्रितेषु श्रीराधिके तव कदा चरणार विंदम गोविंद जीवनधनम शिरसा वहामि। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण। यो ब्रह्मणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रणोति तस्मै तद्वंह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। भगवत चरण चंचलिक महानुभाव. Now we'll do chanting for a while. After that we will start the subject of today. मेरे मन में समाए गयो सांवरिया 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 कंध लकुटी अरु कामरिया
जाके 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 कंध लकुटी अरु कामरिया
मेरे मन में समाए गयो सांवरिया
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 राधे राधे गाय 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 गयो सांवरिया
मेरे मन में समाए गयो सांवरिया
मेरे मन में समाए गयो सांवरिया
राधे मन में समाए गयो सांवरिया
मेरे मन में समाए गयो सांवरिया
सखी रास रचाए 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 गयो सांवरिया
मेरे मन में समाए गयो सांवरिया
मेरे मन में समाए गयो सांवरिया
ओ मेरो सांवरिया मेरो
सांवरिया
ओ मेरो सांवरिया मेरो
सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया मेरो सांवरिया मेरो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया
ओ मेरो सांवरिया मेरो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया मेरो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया
ओ मेरो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया
मेरे मन में समाए गयो सांवरिया समाय गयो सांवरिया
मेरे मन में समाय गयो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया
ओ मेरो सांवरिया
मेरो सांवरिया
बोलिए अलबेली सरकार की जय श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की जय 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 श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे We are talking about sadhana, how to improve our sadhana. And yesterday it was explained that although there are many kinds of sadhana according to the focal aim of your life, but because we are sitting over here in a temple of Shri Radharani, that's why it could obviously be understood that we are talking about the spiritual sadhana, how to improve our sadhana, to increase our love at the lotus feet of Shri Radha and Shri Krishna. Yesterday, before discussing that how to improve sadhana, it was necessary to know that what is the meaning of sadhana. And it was explained yesterday that the meaning of sadhana means regular and sincere practice of something to achieve a particular goal. So sincere practice, regular and sincere practice is the main part of any kind of practice. Either the goal is material or the goal is spiritual. These two things are inevitable. And the importance of regularity, the importance of sincerity was also discussed yesterday. Now, after knowing that what is sadhana and why it is necessary for us to do sadhana, we have to know that what is the purpose of sadhana. Because if this concept is not clear in our mind, then we will not be incited to do sadhana. Our sadhana is very low, very, very low. Why? Because although we know lots of philosophy, we know the philosophy of devotion, but it is not very clear in our mind that what is the purpose of sadhana, why it is very important to do regular sadhana every day. What do we have to accomplish by sadhana? And if we will not perform sadhana, then what will happen to us? We never thought about it deeply. That's why we are not sincere towards our sadhana. Sri Maharaj Ji emphasized so much on doing sadhana. He always used to say, I don't want anything else from you. Just do sadhana. Sadhana karu. Sadhana karu. Sadhana karu pyare. Because he knows, and he explained it also, that without sadhana, no matter what we do, how much we do in this sphere, but without sadhana, we cannot improve even 1 inch. We cannot go 1 inch ahead if we are not doing sadhana, the practice of devotion, towards Shri Radha Krishna. We have to do that practice. So what is the purpose? Everyone must know. Whatever sadhana you are doing, maybe you are a player, you are doing the sadhana of some particular game, or you are a musician, you are a dancer, or you are a devotee, or you are a yogi. You are practicing, you are going towards any side. But if you are doing sadhana, then you must know that what is the purpose of doing this sadhana. In fact, the purpose of any type of sadhana is only one. It seems like different people want to achieve different goals of life. Some of them are material and some of them are spiritual. But according to the philosophy of Sri Maharaj Ji, according to the philosophy of Ved, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, everyone is aiming at one goal only. And what is that goal? What is that aim? Our aim of any kind of sadhana is same, which is the aim of our life. There is one aim of our life. Everyone differs in everything, in nature, in structure, and everything. You cannot say even for two people, those who are twins, even the face is not similar, then what to say of their mind? Face is not similar. But it is such an amazing thing that the goal of all the living beings, from an insect to the creator Brahma, the aim of all the living beings is same, and that is attainment of happiness, attainment of bliss, peace, shanti, lutf, happiness. There are many names. But aim is only one. If you are interested in being millionaire or billionaire, your aim eventually, the ultimate aim of being very rich is happiness. In the entire day, we perform many kinds of actions and they are contradictory to each other. Like sometimes we want to live in a noisy atmosphere, and sometimes we want to be alone. We want a quiet atmosphere. Why? Because when we want people, a noisy atmosphere, then we feel happy in doing that. But when we don't feel happy with the people, sometimes we feel happy in sitting alone. We want quiet place. Sometimes we eat, sometimes we don't want to eat. The reason of both is happiness. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry. It is understood that when somebody is laughing, it means he is laughing for happiness. It means he is happy. He is laughing for happiness. But if somebody is crying, we can say that he is in some distress. He is crying because he is not happy. But if someone is crying, ask him that why are you crying? He would say, my son died today. That's why I am very unhappy. That's why I am crying. Ask him, is it the law of this country that if your son will die, then you have to cry, otherwise you will be sent to the jail? He would say, no, there's nothing like this kind of law, that if I will not cry on the death of my son, then I will be sent to the jail. Is there any punishment if you don't cry after death of your son? He says no. There's no law like that. Then you lost your son. This kind of misery came on your head unconsciously, automatically. Then if there is grief, there is misery in crying also, then why are you taking this second kind of misery on your head? Why are you crying then? In fact, he would say, no, it's not misery. Actually, by crying, I am trying to forget about the pain of the death of my son. I am trying to forget it. I am trying to pacify my sorrow. That's why I am crying. In other words, I am crying also for happiness. So everyone is working since morning till night only for the happiness. There is none in the entire world who is stopping this search even for a fraction of a second. I have been searching happiness for a long time. Now, for today, I will stop. I will not search happiness. Nobody can say that. Each and every moment, doing anything, we are searching happiness only. But one thing is extremely amazing. Shaunakadik Rishi asked the Guru Sutji that I am amazed to know one thing. What is that? Sukhaya karmani karoti loko natai sukham vanyad paramam va vindet bhuyas tata eva dukkham. He says, Sukhaya karmani karoti loko. The entire world is working day and night only to attain happiness. Sukhaya, for happiness. But nobody attains happiness. Since eternity, we are doing only one thing, searching happiness. Searching happiness in all the forms of life. We were searching happiness everywhere. And in this life also, since we took birth, a child, as soon as a child comes in this world, he always gives a slogan, I want happiness, I want happiness. You may say, the child cannot speak, and you say that he is doing the slogan of I want happiness. How? Because as soon as he comes in this world, he starts crying. He is crying loudly. Why? I don't want that misery. I don't want this sorrow. I don't want this kind of pain which I had when he was taking birth through his head. When he was taking birth, he had lots of pain. When he was in the womb, he was suffering a lot. So he says, as soon as he takes birth, he starts saying that I don't want this misery. I don't want this kind of distress. Save me, I don't want this misery. So everybody wants happiness. But still, natai sukham vanad paramam, vindeta bhuyas tatayeva dukkham. It's not only that they do not attain happiness, rather they attain dukh, they attain miseries of the world. So, Bhagavan vadin naha, please tell us that what is the secret in that? What is the secret of this thing that everybody is trying to attain happiness day and night? Even then, nobody could attain happiness. Why? Simply because they are searching happiness for sure, day and night. But due to ignorance, their concept about the happiness is wrong. That's why their search is in a wrong area. If you want fruits and you are going in the market of shoes, then how would you attain, how would you get fruit? You go in entire market of shoes, but you will not attain anywhere fruit. If you want fruit, go in the market of fruit. Only then you will attain fruit. In the same way, we want happiness. But this is our concept, that there is happiness in this material world, and we will attain it. Today or tomorrow. One day, we will attain happiness. See, that person is so rich and he is so happy. Look at his bungalow, look at his car, look at his dresses, look at his children. They are so happy. When we see others, it seems like they are very happy. But go to them. Go inside their family. Then you will find that they are more miserable than an ordinary person. They have more problems because they have more money. That's why they have more problems. The same question was asked by the demon boys from Prahlad. Prahlad ji was studying in the same school of demons, and whenever he was getting time, he was teaching the students, the other boys, that you should remember God. Forget about this world. There is no happiness in this world. Don't desire for this happiness, this material world. Just remember God. So one day, one of them asked Prahlad, you always say that remember God, love God, and give up the material achievement. Do not focus on the material achievement. They are miserable. They will give you misery only. You always say that. But see, everyone is allured with the achievements of the material world only. Everybody wants to be prosperous. Everybody wants name, fame, respect, health, family. They all want, and we like it. When we look towards this world, then we like this world. We like to attain. When we see somebody is going in a very nice, expensive car, we also feel like I should also have this kind of car. When we see a big mansion-like home, we feel like I should also have this kind of home. So we are covetous only for these material things. It is natural, and they are available to us. I don't know who is God. What is the pleasure of seeing God? We have no idea. We are living in this world. Our body is material. My mind is material. I'm living in this material world. So they attract us naturally. Why are you saying that you have to abandon this world? Do not get attached to this world. Only God is yours. Remember God alone. Why should we not desire for the material world? Then Prahlad ji gave a very good answer to those boys, and he says, Sukha maindriyakam daitya deha yogena dehinam sarvatra labhyate daivat yatha dukkhamayatnatah. He said, nobody wants miseries of the world, dukh, the miseries, the griefs of the world. Nobody wants. But everybody is getting. Sometimes everybody is in trouble. Everybody sometimes in distress. Nobody wants. Nobody invites these problems, but they are distressed, uninvited. In the same way, we are seeing that everyone is happy also. If you look into your life, then you will find most of the time your life is happy. When you happy, in your happy time, you don't realize that I am so lucky, that I have no distress, no problem. I am living so comfortably. I have good place to live. I have good food to eat. I have good health. My body is okay. and my family members are also physically fit, they have no problem. So, most of the time, we are happy, we have no problem. But sometimes, when any problem comes, then we blame God. We accuse Him. Why? Why only I am getting this kind of problem? When other people attain, they also suffer with the same kind of problem, then we don't notice it because it is not our problem. But when any problem, when any cause of distress come on us, that time we think that why only I am not happy, everybody is happy. And that time of suffering is also very limited. After some time, it goes away and you come again in the same normal life. But only for that period, once some bad time is going on, you become so much puzzled, so distressed. Then instead of remembering God more, sometimes we rather accuse God. So Prahlad is saying that everyone gets all kind of happiness by destiny. You are predestined to have happiness of this world. In this connection, he explained that 5 things are predestined in your life. They cannot be changed. 5 things. Ayuh, karma, cha vittam cha, vidya nidhanameva cha, panchaityani prasijjante garbhasthastaiva jivita. Bhagavad. Ayuh, the span of your age. Ayu, karma, profession. Vitt means dhan, wealth, money. Vidya, education. And nidhan, time of death. These 5 things are inevitable. Nobody can change them. But for the rest of the things, satantraha kriyamane vai krito bhagavata vida. You are free for doing other things, but these 5 things are predestined. And mostly, we want all these things. We want long life. We want lots of wealth, money. We want good education. We don't want to die. We want a good job. These are the desires of all the human beings. And they are predestined. So if you know this secret, that no matter how much you make effort, but these 5 things are predestined, you cannot change. You will definitely get these 5 things. If you are destined for a good job, you will definitely get it. If you are not making any effort, you are not that much qualified, even then you will attain that job. If you are destined to be rich, then money would come from any source to you, but you will be rich. But if you are not destined to be rich, then even if you take birth in the family of a king, you have to beg, then you have to beg. Yadhatra nij bhal patt likhtam stokam mahadvadhanam. A saint is saying that whatever is destined to you, you will get it for sure. Merau tato nadhikam. Whatever you will get, madhusthalepi. You can get in a desert everything, but if you go to the Meru Parvat, the mountain Meru is the mountain of gold. If you go over there also, even then you will not get more than your destiny. Don't think that if you will go to Meru Parvat where there is gold, 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 only then you will become rich or you will become very happy. No. You will get only that much for which you are predestined. Kupe pashyapayo nidhavapi ghato grihanati tulyam jalam. If you are destined, if your pitcher is this big, you can get only this much water. You say, no, I will get more water, but your pitcher is this big only. So what? I want more water. So you go and you dip it in the river, or you dip it in the ocean. Leave it in the ocean for 15 days. Even then, you will get only that much water according to the size of your pitcher. You cannot have one drop of water more than the capacity of the pitcher. In the same way, if you are destined for money, if you are destined to be rich, you are destined to be very well educated, you will get educated. If you have given lots of donation in this life, definitely you will be very rich in the next life as well. Because now it will be known that you know the use of money. You are not keeping it in the bank uselessly. Rather, you are giving alms to others. You are donating this money to the right place. Then you will become rich. But still, you will become rich. But if education is not destined, then you will not attain education. If you donated money a lot, but for the material causes, you are giving in a hospital, you are giving to the poor people sitting on the street, you are giving somewhere else, some hospital is going to be built, or some other things are going on in this world. If you are donating your money for the material causes, then you will become rich for sure, but you will not attain birth in a family of devotee. And in your next life also, your mind will be material. You will never get devotion in next life also. But if you are donating that money to the spiritual area, to your guru, to the temple, for the good cause, for the spiritual causes, then you will get birth in next life in a family of a devotee also. So everything is predestined according to our karmas. If it is predestined, then nobody can snatch that thing from you, and you cannot get more than that as well. There was a saint. One person went in the cottage of that saint. In the cottage, it was the cottage of mud only, but when he entered in the cottage, he saw that everything was so beautiful and luxurious. He had a beautiful bed and all the silver glass and plates and everything. Everything was very expensive, and he was living very comfortably. Then that man said, "Wah, Babaji, wah. You say that you are a Babaji, you have abandoned all the material comfort, but you are enjoying luxury more than us. We are the householders, we don't have that expensive things as you have in your cottage. What kind of Babaji you are?" Then he said, "I don't know. I gave up everything. I abandoned everything of my family, and I came here in this forest. But God wants me to live like that. So He sent all these things for my comfort. What can I do? It is the prasad of my God. It is the prasad of my Lord. I cannot deny to take it, and I'm just having benefit of it as the prasad." Then that man said that, "Yeah, this is a very good excuse. You said that it is the prasad of God, and now you are enjoying all kind of luxury over here. If it is the prasad, if God wants you to live like this, come with me. I will keep you somewhere, and then I will see that how do you live? What does God want from you? How does He want you to live?" He said, "Okay, I am ready to go anywhere." He took him in a jungle where there was no one. It was completely empty. Even the birds were never seen over there. He took him over there and he told him to sit down under a tree. And he said, you sit here, I will come back after 7 days and I will see that how you are living now, what God is doing for you. He said, okay, if my God wants me to live here under a tree, I am more than happy. So he went. As soon as he left, a king came over there for hunting, and he saw that Mahatma Ji. There was so much effulgence around his face. He was very much impressed on that Mahatma Ji, and the king said, Mahatma Ji, what are you doing over here alone? He said, this is the wish of God. He wants me to sit over here. So I am sitting. No, no, no. You need at least a cottage to live. He immediately ordered his servants, and within no time the cottage was made, and better bed and the better utensils and everything came over there. Before he had silver glass and silver plates, and now everything was golden, and the bed was also decorated with the gold things. So he was living now in a better way. After 7 days, when he came, he saw Babaji was not there. He remembered, because he put some sign also over there. So he remembered this was the tree where I left Babaji. But Babaji is not here, there is another cottage. Then he went inside and he saw the same Babaji with more luxury. He said, wow, Babaji, you accumulated everything over here also? He said, I did nothing. You left me here. Right after you left, a king came and he made this for me. So I am sitting over here now. I mean to say, if you are destined to get wealth, then you will get. You do something or not. Take the example of the Pracharaks of Sri Maharaji. They do nothing, but they have everything. Because if you are destined for something, you will get it for sure. So Prahlad said to those boys that whatever people desire in this world, all those things are predestined. Then why should you make so much labor to attain all these things? If you are destined for wealth or luxury or education or job, you will get everything for sure. So you should not make any effort for that. This human body is given to you only for one purpose, that is God realization. Because all other things, the human beings do all other things in other forms of life as well. Only one thing which they cannot do in any other form of life, that is effort to realize God. That is attainment of true knowledge. This true knowledge could not be attained in any other form of life. Even if you become Devata of heaven, you will have so much power, 1,000 times more power, more knowledge, everything. But you will have no right to attain God realization, because only human form is karma yoni. Rest of all the forms of life are bhog yonis. So he was making them understand that, see, if you are getting everything by the grace of God, if you depend on Him totally, then He will take more care of yourself. Then you should not make any effort to get all these things. That's why I say you depend on Almighty God. See, your father, your parents, they are not that opulent, they are not almighty. Even then, they are taking so much care of yourself. When the winter comes, they bring clothes for you according to winter. When the summertime has come, they will bring everything for you according to summertime. They are taking care. They have to be worried about your food and health, etc. You don't have to be worried about yourself. Parents are taking care of yourself. Then God, who is almighty, if we depend on Him, then there will be no lack of anything at all. So this is the reason that people don't understand this thing, and they are trying to accumulate the wealth of this material world. And because there is no happiness in the world, that's why they collect so many things with the hope that now I will attain happiness. So far, I was living in a small apartment, so I was not happy. Now I am buying a home. I will live in my own home, so I will be very happy. When they come in that home, after some time they feel, yes, the home is very small actually. I need some bigger home. Then you will make effort to buy a bigger home. When you will go in bigger home, then still you will think, no, it is small. I need this thing also in my home. I need that thing also in my home. So I will take more bigger home. In that way, you keep on collecting things from this material world, but anybody cannot be happy. Veda Vyasji Maharaj said in Bhagavad that even if you attain the property of the entire universe, yat prithivyam vrihiyavam hiranyam pasavastriyah nalamekasya paryaptam tasmat trishnam parityajet. If you become the owner of the entire earth, even then you will not be satisfied. The desire to have little more will never cease, because we could not attain so far. We attained so much property of the entire earth, but we could not attain that which is our inherent desire. Our inherent desire is not to attain wealth. We don't want to attain wealth, we don't want to attain fame or name or position, etc. We want happiness. This is the only desire of all the living beings. We want happiness. So you accumulated so much wealth, but wealth is not in the material matters. Happiness means God. God means happiness. So you have to go towards God. Only then you can attain happiness. Otherwise, the wealth of the entire universe cannot make you happy. When Vaman Bhagavan went to Bali and he asked for 3 steps of land, then Bali, he laughed very loudly and he said, "You are a little child. I thought you are very genius, but still you are a child. That's why your thinking is also childish. You came to Bali and you are asking for only 3 steps of land? You can ask me for many cities. I can give you the cities. I can give you lots of horses and elephant and everything. You ask whatever you want. I can make you so opulent." Then Vaman Bhagavan smiled and he said that, "I know that you are very opulent and you can give anything to anyone. Whoever comes to you, he fulfills his desire over here. You fulfill their desire completely. When they go back, they go very happy. But don't you know that no matter how much I get, even then, my desire will not be fully satisfied. Each and every person gets so many things, one after one, but still they are not satisfied. The feeling, the desire to get more is always there. He said, no, if you will get lots of money from me, lots of wealth from me, then your desire will be quenched. He said, no, if it was true, then Bali, you are so opulent that you are fulfilling the desires of all the people who are coming here like a beggar. Still, why are you doing this yajna? You are doing this yajna to be more opulent, to be more powerful. So if your desire is not quenched, you are not satisfied with whatever you have, then how can other people be satisfied? So there is no limit when somebody will be satisfied with the wealth. But this is our weakness, that we want to accumulate all kind of wealth, prosperity of this material world with this misconcept that we will be happy. I will be happy with that. That's why I'm telling all of you, Prahlad was saying, that don't desire for material thing. If you will desire for anything, it means you are inviting miseries on you. This is the ignorance of the people, that they see sukh in dukh. They accumulate the sources of misery and they feel that I am very happy. Like you are, suppose a boy is very happy with his parents in his unmarried life, but he sees, now my friend is married, it seems she is very happy with his wife. Now the desire of marriage arised in his mind also. When he did marriage, he thought, I should marry with this girl. Oh, she is so beautiful, she is so sweet, she is so gentle, she is so soft-spoken. He is saying all the good qualities in her, and he desires to get married with that girl. And when he gets married, he is so happy as he have got the kingdom of the entire world. He is so happy. Now he hopes that I will be the happiest person of this world. But after few days, gradually he knows, oh my God, I was alone. I was better alone before. Why did I got married? And after few months he knows, oh my God, I did a great foolishness after getting married. It is famous, when the boy gets married with the girl, he thinks that he is Chandramukhi. And when he sees the hot temper of his wife, oh no, he's not Chandramukhi, he's Surajmukhi. She is hot like sun. And then when she scolds him all the time, when she is dominating on him, then no, she's Jwalamukhi. They experience like that, but in the beginning they are very happy to have marriage. And what happened when they see, oh actually my son got a son. Now both of them are very calm, they are very happy. So I should also get a son. Now you are trying to get a son. When you got a son, again the problems start. So far, before marriage, you had the problem of yourself only. After marriage, you have your problem and your problem of your wife. After having a child, now you have the problem of yourself, your wife's problem, and your child's problem as well. In that way, you are spreading the area of your problems. So whenever we achieve something in this world, you buy a big home, you are very happy. But after that, when you see the expenses, when you see how to maintain it, then you feel, oh my God, I was better in a small house. Why did I buy this big house? So all the material achievements are the cause of miseries. But we think that they are the source of our happiness. This is the problem. And the saints say again and again, and they practically do it also. Most of the saints, the famous saints, they were the prince. Mahatma Buddha himself was a prince. He rejected so much property of his kingdom, so much power, position, everything. And he went to the forest for austerity. Dhruv, Prahlad, they all were prince, but they didn't care for wealth, for position, etc. That's why they became great saints. They attained that wealth of happiness which is coveted by all of us. See, this is our nature, that we want to attain happiness. Which happiness? It should have three main qualities. We want the happiness with three main qualities. Number one, it should be unlimited. It should never reduce. It should always increase. So, unlimited happiness. Number two, we want happiness for unlimited time, and we want happiness beyond which there is no other happiness. Because if we attain some source of happiness and then we see the happiness, bigger happiness than that, then we will lose that happiness also. Like a peon, he is going every day to his office by walk. It is 3 miles away. Every day when he goes, he comes back, then he becomes so tired. So he collected some money and he bought a bike. Now he is so happy to have bike and he is showing off. He is being any invitation, without any invitation, he is going to his friends, he show off that I have a bike now. I bought a beautiful bike now. But when he was going to his office, one person passed him with the motorcycle. Then he saw, oh, yeah, it is too fast. I go, it takes so long, I get tired by cycling, it is very tiresome. Now he started thinking about motorcycle. When he was going by motorcycle, then he sees that his boss is coming by air-conditioned car. And when we were coming, I was coming, then I was sweating like anything. It was so hot. But my boss, he is very happy because his car is in air conditioned. So I should get the air conditioned car. So every time when you see someone having more comfort than you, then that's happiness. So far, when he had bicycle, he was very happy. He was showing off, going everywhere to show his bike. He was so happy. But when he saw motorcycle, then he forgot about that happiness also. And he started desiring for motorcycle. When he saw someone with the car, then he lost that happiness of motorcycle as well. Now, he is looking for a car. So we want happiness which is unlimited, for unlimited time, ever increasing, and there should not be higher happiness than that one. Otherwise, we attain happiness every day in this material world also. But that happiness which we are deriving every day in this material world, that's why the people say that it is wrong to say that there is no happiness. See, I ate rasgulla, I was so happy. Yes, for how much time? Only when you were eating rasgulla, that time you were happy to have the taste of rasgulla. But when you finished eating, after 10 minutes, if somebody asks you, how was the rasgulla? Then you would say, it was very sweet, very delicious. So you can remember the taste? No, I just remember that it was very delicious. If you can remember the taste, then there is no need of eating rasgulla ever again in your life. Whenever you want to eat rasgulla, just remember the taste and enjoy. But you can't do that. It is only for a little time. You hug your child. See, you say, see, the saints say there is no happiness, but I hugged my child and I was so happy. It gave me so much pleasure when I hugged my child. But how long? So you hugged your child now, and if the child still wants to be in your arms, then you would say, go and play now. The child would say, no, 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 I want to be in your arms. I don't want to go to play now. Then she would say, no, no, it's too hot. Go and play. 5 minutes ago, you took me yourself in your arms and you hugged me. That time, the weather was very cold. You are saying now it is too hot, go and play. And that time it was not hot, it was cold. No, because she thought there is happiness in child. That's why she embraced the child. But when after embracing, his heart set, his atma, his soul, his mind is saying, this is not your happiness. This is not your, you need happiness, you want happiness, but that happiness is different. This is limited. This is material. This is for the temporary time. This is very for short time. And you want happiness. Happiness means, the definition of happiness is Yovai bhuma tat sukham. Bhuma means unlimited. Yovai bhuma, which is unlimited for unlimited time. That kind of happiness is called happiness. But the happiness which you get for a minute and then you forget about that, then you rather, if you are given the same matter constantly after some times as well, then you will feel distressed. You like rasgulla very much, eat one more. You ate one more. Oh, it was delicious. Eat one more. How is it? Yeah, it is good. It is delicious. Eat one more. How is it? Yeah, it is good, but I don't want any more. No, you have to eat one more. So if you will be forced to eat one more, 2 more rasgulla, then it will be miserable for you. So the worldly things have no happiness. That's why gradually the happiness of any worldly thing, they reduce every moment. And the happiness which is divine is forever, and it is ever increasing happiness. So, the purpose, what is the purpose of our sadhana? We want to attain happiness. If this is the only aim of all the living beings, so if any kind of sadhana fulfills this desire, if it gives the result of this ultimate goal of life, that sadhana is sadhana, that is the purpose of our sadhana, and we should do it. So to do this kind of sadhana, we have to understand few more things. Number one, as I explained right now, that we have to contemplate on this point, which is said by all the scriptures and the saints, that there is no happiness in this world. We have to affirm this knowledge for sure. If this knowledge is not affirmed, we are still wishing to have the material wealth to attain happiness, then how would we get the time to do sadhana? When we will know there is nothing beyond it. My ultimate goal will be fulfilled only when I will do sadhana. So the most important thing which is inevitable, which is indispensable, is my sadhana. So if I have to leave anything, I don't care. I can leave anything. We can easily say to our Guru and God that I sacrifice my senses, mind and body. We say like that. Tanu man dhan. I sacrifice my tan, my man, my dhan. Only the words. We cannot sacrifice tan. We cannot sacrifice dhan. What to say of man? If tan, because mind is attached to the material world, it is still hoping happiness in this material world. That's why the importance of your real goal, importance of God realization is secondary, and importance of material achievement of material wealth is predominant in our mind. This is the main reason why we are not incited to do sadhana properly. We have to affirm this knowledge again and again by reading Prem Ras Siddhant. That's why Sri Maharaj Ji says that you must read. This is the order of Sri Maharaj Ji. If you have not heard before, hear it now and keep it in your mind. That Sri Maharaj Ji says that all the sadhaks, all the aspirants should read Prem Ras Siddhant every day. Don't say that I have read it 4 times, 5 times. It doesn't matter that how many times you read it before. Tell me that how many words of that Siddhant you assimilated. How many words you follow of that Siddhant. If you follow even one Adesh of Prem Ras Siddhant, then we will really be blessed. Then we will catch the right track. But we read it. And we repeat also just like a parrot. We say every day in our prayer that अब तो तुम्हारे बिना यह जीवन मृत्यु से भी अधिक भयानक है. We say, we don't even know the meaning of that. Why it is bhayanak. We are leading our normal life, laughing and going and eating and doing everything. We don't feel like our life is more than hell without attaining that aim of life. We don't know that what is going to be happen after death, how much we are going to suffer. We never realized it because we never contemplate on the philosophy. So we have to read the philosophy every day just like a text. Don't read it like a novel. Read it like the text. If any line is important, you just underline it. Make a notebook. Write it down. If there is any line which is important for you, if there is any line which you have to follow, resolve that I will follow this line. Read it every day and try your best to follow it. So if you will follow only one line which you understood that it is very important, then you will make 1% progress for sure. In that way, you keep on reading, and whatever you find very important, you underline it, read it again and again, and make the note of that as well. And if you don't understand anything, even then, mark it and read further. You will definitely find the answer in next pages. It is my challenge that if any question comes in your mind when you are reading Prem Ras Siddhant, you will get the answer in the next pages or in the next chapter for sure. But if you are unable to understand that answer has been given and you could not understand, you don't find the answer, then ask any pracharak. If you are treading on this path through any pracharak, you just ask that pracharak that what is the meaning of this line. We have to make these efforts sincerely. Only then the association of Sri Maharaj Ji, the philosophy of Sri Maharaj Ji, and whatever we are doing, whatever we are learning from Maharaj Ji will be fruitful. Otherwise, we are still wasting our life. This life is extremely precious for us, and we should pay maximum attention to it. So, it was said by Prahlad, the main reason why we are not inclined to do sadhana sincerely, we never thought about the real form of this world. There is no happiness. How would you know that? Not only by reading. Don't trust the words of the scriptures only. You get the hint from the scriptures. You get the hint from your guru. Now, you have to do two things. Number one, introspection, and number two, observation. You observe the behavior of all your kith and kins, all your friends, and whoever comes in your contact. That is why sometimes they are calling me, they're inviting me. I don't want to go, but they are inviting me. Sometimes I want to go, but they don't want me to come. Why? I wanted him to come here. He didn't come. I don't want him to come here now, but he wants to come. Why? Ask yourself. See this his behavior. Now he is serving you without any cause. He is coming to you again and again. Immediately think that definitely the background is dangerous. If he is coming without any reason to me so many times, it means he needs something from me. There is some selfish motive behind it. That's why he is coming. Be alert. Be cautious about that. So, introspect that why are you getting attached to someone, or you are paying attention to someone? Why are you not paying attention to someone? Why do you want to talk to someone? Why don't you want to talk to someone? Precisely observe also that why other people want you sometimes and they don't want you sometimes. Why? If you will contemplate on these things, then you'll definitely find that this entire world is the naked picture of selfishness only. There's nothing except selfishness in this material world. There is no love. No one is our well-wisher. Everybody wants to attract us for their own selfish motives. So we belong to God alone. He is our real well-wisher, and He is the ocean of bliss. We want happiness. We want bliss. And He alone is the ocean of bliss. That's why we have to turn towards Him, and we have to realize Him in this life. Why? We'll discuss this about this thing tomorrow. बोलिए श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय.